Apat kamay ang pangarap sa edukasyon para sa lahat. Sulong Kalidad. Ito ang Department of Education School on the Air.
Hello, 8th graders! This is your school on the air, welcoming you again to our MAPEH 8 Physical Education. We're glad to be with you in this new normal journey of schooling through our radio broadcast. I am your radio host, Teacher Jason A. Lichido from Jose Tuason Jr. Memorial National High School. As we continue to learn new concepts and ideas, we would like to commend you for a job well done last week's lesson of our MAPEH 8. You will use those concepts and theories as you go along to these lessons in your 8th grade. At this time, I invite you to go to a place you are comfortable with so that you can listen easily to our broadcast. Learners, are you all now ready? Wow, that's great! Come and join with us here as we take you to another PE learning journey of our MAPEH 8. Alright students, please get now your module, paper and pen for this lecture about board games, doorway to interactive meditation. Specifically, we will be discussing about chess on board to cognition exercise. Again, students, our lesson for today that we will be tackling is chess on board to cognition exercise. Okay, students, please get now your modules. Before we begin our journey in learning new concepts and relearning new ideas, let us test ourselves on what we know about the chess on board to cognition exercise. Since yesterday, you started reviewing this lesson and you answered the let us try part of your module. This time, I will ask you, how's your scores? If you got all the items right, better. But to those who did not get this perfectly, means to say that we will go deeper and we will discuss more about this subject. Alright students, I know that you are now ready to discuss and to have another review of our lesson about chess on board to cognition exercise. Let's start! It is said in our module that chess is a two-player board strategy game played on chessboard with a 64-square checkered board set on 8-8 grid with 32 pieces, played by millions of people worldwide, and sometime before the 7th century, chess is thought to be derived from the Indian game Chaturanga. According to its brief history, chess is a game that has been played for centuries and was thought to be originated in India in the 15th century. Long ago, it was considered a game reserved only for kings and members of the upper classes. Nowadays, chess is played by common people even in early age. The chess pieces and its basic moves. The chess pieces are what you move on a chessboard when playing a game of chess. There are 6 different types of chess pieces. Each side starts with 16 pieces, 8 pawns, 2 bishops, 2 knights, 2 rooks, 1 queen, and 1 king. So students, I know that you've read about the content of this module, but to give us elaboration and explanation about this topic, let us have your radio teacher to understand well and to get more about information on the topic. Let us have Teacher Lois. You are now ready for another topic for today. If you want to do a bathroom break for a while, please do it right now, as we are about to continue our discussion about the topic. Here in our School on the Air program of Department of Education in our MAPEH 8 Physical Education. Just like what I've said earlier, our topic or lesson for today is all about chess on board to cognition exercise. Please hold now your modules as I give you your teacher broadcaster, Teacher Loislyn R. Padlan from Jose Tuason Jr. Memorial National High School. Let's give her a virtual clap.
Hello there, dear students. How did you find the pretest yesterday? Is it difficult or easy? I do hope it is easy, because maybe some of those were discussed in your early years in school. So after going through this module, you are expected to describe the nature and background of board game, execute the skills and strategies involved in the game, and display tolerance and acceptance of individuals with varying skills and abilities in the game. But before we begin with our formal discussion, please sit up straight and open your heart and mind for this new learning. Now, are you all set? Very good. Please flip your module to page 3. Chess is a two-player board strategy played on a chessboard with a 64-square checkered board set on an 8x8 grid with 32 pieces. The chess pieces and its basic moves. The chess pieces are what you move on a chessboard when playing a game of chess. So there are 6 different types of chess pieces. Each side starts with 16 pieces, 8 pawns, 2 bishops, 2 knights, 2 rooks, 1 queen, and 1 king. The king. This piece is the game winner. Once your king is checkmated, the game is over, and your opponent wins, regardless of the score. It is the piece you must protect the most and you cannot live without. The king is the weakest piece but the most important one. It only moves on square in any direction, up, down, sides, and diagonal. Check is the result of a move that places the opposing king under immediate threat of capture by one or sometimes 2 of the opponent's pieces. The checkmate is when a king is in check and cannot perform any of the preceding moves. It has been checkmated. If your king is checkmated, you lose the game. The queen. Considered the most dangerous and versatile piece on the board. The queen chess piece is also one of the most important and the most powerful piece. The queen can move in any direction on a straight or diagonal path but cannot jump over any piece on the board, so its movements are restricted to any direction of unoccupied squares. The next is the rook. This piece looks kind of like a castle tower and begins each chess game as the outside corner pieces. The rook may move to any square as far as once, but only forward, backward and sideways. The bishop. This chess piece is quite vulnerable to attacks from straight on, but the bishop does have his place in the game of chess. It is a tall, slender piece with a pointed tip that has a strange cut made into it. The bishop may move as far as it wants in diagonal pattern only. Knight. This piece offers the most chance for variety and uniqueness in a chess set, and often the favorite piece and most unpredictable piece in the game. Its movement is very specific, in which it is the only chess piece that can move over other pieces. The knight piece can move forward, backward, left, or right 2 squares, and must then move 1 square in either perpendicular direction, creating a shape like the uppercase L. The pawn. The pawn piece has the fewest options of any chess on the board in where it can move, and it can only move forward until it reaches the other side of the board. Pawns can move diagonally forward when capturing an opponent's chess piece. Once a pawn chess piece reaches the other side of the chessboard, the player may trade the pawn in for any other chess piece if they choose, except another king it called as promotion. So, let us know the benefits of playing chess. First is, chess helps prevent Alzheimer's. Number 2, improves recovery from stroke or disability. Number 3, chess raises your IQ and promotes brain growth. Number 4, it increases problem-solving skills. Number 5, chess improves spatial skills. Number 6, optimizes memory improvement. Number 7, it exercises both sides of the brain. Number 8, sparks your creativity. Number 9, it improves your concentration. And number 10, chess teaches planning and foresight. Now that you are done listening the lesson, kindly answer the questions on page 5. Do you think playing chess can promote health, fitness, and wellness among family members? How? And number 2, why playing chess is considered as an essential life lesson in concentration. And that's all for this discussion. I hope you have learned a lot from our lesson this day. Until our next discussion, again, I am Teacher Loisdin Arpalan, your radio teacher from Jose Tuason Jr. Memorial National High School for Grade 8 Physical Education. But still, I will be back later on, or I'll be going to give you some activities. Good luck to your activities! Until our next discussion.
Hooray! That's very amazing topic, Teacher Lois. Thank you, and I believe that our all student listeners have learned something from it. Can we give a round of applause to Teacher Lois? Yahoo! We have learned from Teacher Lois about the lesson for today in your MAPEH 8 Physical Education. Specifically, in playing chess. Let us have some recap later after the short reminder.
Lolo, Lola, babo! Huwag kayong lumabas! Bawal lumabas! Makinig ka nga! Alam mo may virus na gumagala ngayon!
Halika na, Nene! Takbo!
Takbo na, Nene! Na!
Na! Magagalit ang lolo't lola mo! Sibat na tayo! Dali!
Sibat na tayo! Ababa! Kayong mga bata kayo ha! Huwag kayong pasaway! Alam mo bang may COVID ha? Gusto niyo bang magka-COVID? Halika ka nga rito! Dali! Dali!
Lolo! Aray ko, ang sakit po! Sige po, hindi na po kami lalabas ng bahay at lagi naming tatandaan na asin lang ang katapat, uminom ng salabat, face shield, face mask, stay at home ang umagas. Asin lang ang katapat, uminom ng salabat, hand soap, alcohol, stay at home, bawal lumabas. Asin lang ang katapat, uminom ng salabat, face shield, face mask, stay at home ang umagas. Asin lang ang katapat, uminom ng salabat, hand soap, alcohol, stay at home, bawal lumabas.
Isang paalalang galing sa tuwasong pangkalusugan na panradyo. Gets nyo mga kapatid? Get out!
We're back in our School on the Air program of the Department of Education, Division of Tagum City. We're now in our continuation for MAPEH 8 Physical Education. Earlier, we have discussed together with Teacher Lois about the chess. Now, please take a scan in your notes and review some important things you have written there. Alright, students, I know you've learned a lot about the lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. So, we are all set now to answer all the assessments or exercises that Teacher Lois will give you for this knowledge and skill. At this time, we will test you how much you have learned about the discussion. Please get your quiz paper and be ready for your activity. Fill out all important information. Do not forget to write your name, section, and the day today. Alright, class? So let's start. I will give now the floor to Teacher Lois to give more the details about your activity or exercise.
Hello, students! I'm back! Again, I'm your radio teacher, Ma'am Loislene Arpalan. Now, please take a scan on your notes and review some important things you have written. And of course, please take a scan on your module to page 5. Do not forget to answer the activities entitled Let Us Practice. Activity 1. Write on the right. In this activity, you will be acquainted with the proper positioning of the chess pieces on the chessboard at the start of the game and its notation or code. Please follow the format depicted on the image below that can be found on your module on page 5. If you do not have the standard chess set, you can create an improvised chessboard using cardboard and bottle cap as chips that have name tag or symbol on it. Activity 2. Locate the given chess pieces on their starting positions on the chessboard by writing the chess notation on a separate sheet of paper. Aside from that, we still have another activity entitled Let Us Practice More. Using your standard or improvised chess set, do the suggested chess game activities at page 6 for mastery of chess pieces movements. Directions for the Pawn Parade. Play a game with only the pawns on the board. The goal is to get your pawns to the other side of the board. The player with the most pawns on the other side wins. The pawns can move 1 or 2 spaces forward for their first move. They can only move 1 space at a time for subsequent moves unless they are capturing an opponent's pawn. And after doing those activities, please answer the guide questions, such as what are the special features of chess pieces? Number 2, when does check or checkmate occur? And do not forget to read the activity entitled Let Us Remember. So as you can see on your module, there are lots of activities in there. So please answer also the Let Us Assess, Let Us Enhance, Let Us Reflect, and Let Us Try. And that ends our session for this day. Again, I am your radio teacher, Teacher Loislene R. Padlan of Jose Tawasan Jr. Memorial National High School, School on Air of Grade 8 PE. Until our next session, bye!
Okay, for emphasis, you may submit your quiz form to your teacher directly on the date scheduled attached in your module and or in your weekly home learning plan. For your additional activities, please answer all other exercises remaining in your module and submit this to your teacher. That ends our lesson for this day. If you have some questions or clarifications, you may write it on a feedback form. Again, students, do not forget to submit your quiz and feedback forms to your teacher directly in your subject, MAPEH, Physical Education 8 at your respective schools. Alright, we have finished already one topic for today. Topic that will help us learn more on our physical education aspect. Please make sure to be with us next session here at the School on the Air program of the Department of Education, Division of Tagum City. This has been your radio host, Teacher Jason A. Lichido from Jose Tawasan Jr. Memorial National High School. Leaving you with this quote from Vivek Madlani, never stop learning because life never stops teaching. Bawat mag-aral, bayani at marangal. Sulong edukalidad. Tagumpay. Goodbye!